Today, I'm here to talk to you about a very controversial subject that is microdosing GLP-1. People do it for all sorts of reasons. It could be financial, they want to save some money, or it could be because they don't want to lose a lot of weight. And it might sound like a life hack, but I have a few interesting things that I want to share with you guys. I did a bunch of research on it. I was thinking about microdosing at a certain point in time, but there are a couple of interesting things that I think you should know before you decide to go on the microdosing journey. In the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about microdosing GLP-1. So let's start by talking about what is microdosing a GLP-1. When people talk about microdosing a GLP-1 like zepbound or wegovy, they usually mean two things. They're taking smaller doses than what's advised by the manufacturer, or they're taking the medication less frequently. So instead of once a week, they take it every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, whatever they decide is the best for them. Before I get into some more details, make sure to like and subscribe so you keep getting more content like this. Well, my mic just died, so I have to record this with my computer sound, so I hope this works. So yes, microdosing usually are these two things. The important thing to say is that the manufacturers don't really test these products on these circumstances. Zepbound is not tested for like if you take it every 2 weeks or if you take a smaller dose. So these strategies, the microdosing strategy, is still a big question mark. It's super trending now. It's all you hear about on social media if you are on that algorithm of GLP-1s. So people are mainly doing it for three reasons. It's to save money because they don't need to lose a lot of weight, so they take less, or it's because they can't take the side effects. So they just want to take less because they think that if they take less than what's suggested by the manufacturer, they think that they are going to have less side effects. And yeah, that's true. You're going to have less side effects, most likely. But it's also possible that you're going to have no results. You're going to have no effects to begin with. And there's also actually a fourth reason why people are doing this, and it's for maintenance. It's after you lost your weight and you don't want to regain the weight. So you remain on the medication for a longer period of time. I think about that as a strategy. So even though there is no big study, we don't know if it works or not, I do think that after I lose all the weight that I need to lose, and I'm on maintenance, I talked to my doctor about that. We're considering staying on a very low dose, right? Like a 2.5 for about a year. And then after that, maybe taking it every 2 weeks. I don't like the idea of taking multiple shots out of one vial, so I wouldn't do that. And it's something that still there's no evidence that that works. You could be wasting your money. So if you want to go that route, you have to pay attention to what's happening to your body. Are you losing weight? Are you not gaining weight? Are you feeling any effects of it at all? Now let's talk about what studies have been done in microdosing GLP-1. There's no real big study that talks about microdosing GLP-1s. There is a 2025 paper where they posted this mathematical modeling. It's pretty much like they ran a simulation of what would happen. Would people still lose weight on tirzepatide and semaglutide if they took it every 2 weeks? It seemed like it would work, but this is a mathematical model. It's not real life. It's not a real study. It needs some more real testing with real people to make sure that this actually works. There are some other small studies, but nothing is conclusive as of now. But what we know so far is that people that stopped taking a GLP-1 gain a ton of weight back. People that quit cold turkey. Not everyone, but a good amount of people gain a good amount of weight back. So it is a little sketchy to just stop or to reduce doses as you want without following the instructions. You got to pay attention and you got to make sure that it's working for you, and you got to talk to your doctor. And we're probably going to get some more data in the future about whether this is a good strategy or not. But as of now, this is something that you have to try at your own risk if you want to, obviously with doctor supervision. These are my pros and cons of microdosing on a GLP-1. Pros: less side effects, you're going to save some money, and you can have a more personalized treatment where, it's not one size fits all. Maybe for you, you need less than the dose that everyone else is taking. And the cons are you could be underdosing. That could mean that you're wasting your money, you're buying the medication, and it's not doing anything for you because you're taking too little. Another one is you could regain your weight if you're using this strategy for maintenance and you're not watching your weight, you're not watching what's doing to your body. And the worst, in my opinion, of all is sterility, which is if you inject yourself and then you inject again from the same vial, that vial is not sterile anymore. You have punctured it, so you could be giving yourself an infection. So that one is not good. I would not recommend, definitely. If I were to do microdosing, I would do just a bigger span between my shots, and that's what I intend on doing after a while. That's my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you to not do it. I'm just telling you what my research was on it and my talks to my doctor. Now, if you're worried about weight regain after a GLP-1, I'm going to add up here my video on how to maintain your weight loss. This is very important because I learned it the hard way. I lost weight on Mounjaro. I quit cold turkey because they were having a lot of shortages on the doses that I needed. So I quit cold turkey and I regained. Not everything, but I regained almost half of what I lost. So I'm not doing this again. And I did a lot of research on how to not gain the weight back. So I'm going to put that video somewhere up here. Make sure to check it out. And if you have any other questions about GLP-1s, you can either drop it in the comments or you can go to my GLP-1 playlist. I have tons of content on GLP-1s. I've been doing them for a while. I talk about side effects. I talk about how to get them, how to get discounts, my personal zepbound journey. There's tons of stuff there. I would love to know in the comments if you're considering microdosing or if you're doing it right now. How is it working for you? Just make sure to drop that in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you when I learn some new stuff.